Hey guys, so I am crazy about self-care practices, and I want to talk to you today about Wim Hofing. Wim Hof, as some of you may be aware, is this Icelandic manly bro with a big beard and a lot of masculine energy. And as a feminine woman, I initially felt a little bit like it was too manly for me and I didn't want to do it. So today's video is all about what you can do to feminize your Wim Hof practice. So I took some notes and I'm going to share them with you. The other day, I was with my girlfriends on my Zoom call doing the Tiny Habits practice session, and I ended up making some notes about some of the things while I was Wim Hofing about what I was doing in the moment. To maximize my Wim Hof experience. So if you go on YouTube and you do a search for Wim Hof meditation, most of what you'll see is Wim's 11-minute Wim Hofing session, which is a really great way to get started with Wim Hofing because you can just do 3 rounds and you can start to get the breath work going. But what he doesn't tell you is what I'm about to tell you, which is some of the notes that I took. So first of all, I didn't know whether I was supposed to be breathing in through my nose or in through my mouth. So when you are doing the breath work, the whole point is that you're trying to get your body to do what it does in nature, like if you jump into cold water. So it's like, right? So you're pulling the breath in. It doesn't matter if it's in through your nose or in through your mouth. So when you do the breath work through your mouth, you can start, and you do that over and over again, you can start to get really dry mouth. Sometimes when you do it through your nose, it's not intense enough. So I have been playing with it, and what I notice is that when I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth, I get one kind of feeling, and when I breathe in through my mouth and out through my mouth, I get another kind of feeling. So you can't get it wrong. Just play with it and just know that you're not doing it wrong if you do it one way or the other. So other ways to fast track your Wim Hof practice and feminize it. Let's see. Oh, big thing to do. So the main thing that I've been incorporating is this thing where you contract your root chakra when you're doing the in-breath. So you breathe in and contract the root chakra, breathe out, relax. Breathe in, contract the root chakra, breathe out, relax. Joe Dispenza has you do that during his meditations where you're actually flexing the perineum, flexing it, pulling it in tight. And what happens is you're pumping that, I think it's the synovial fluid. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm really no expert, but essentially like pumping the spinal fluid up to the brain and then squeezing the pineal gland. So when I'm doing Wim Hof, I'm incorporating some of the breath work from Joe Dispenza. So it's breathing in, squeezing the root chakra, pulling the spinal fluid up, and then breathing out. And I notice this crazy thing happens as I do this now, is that I can literally feel as the spinal fluid starts to get up to my brain and I feel my frontal lobe start to fire up, I am starting to have these crazy visions and see things that I didn't see before. And oh my gosh, it's so much fun. The other way to hack this is to do more than 3 rounds. So if I were you and you're just getting started, I would do maybe 3 rounds for a week or 2, maybe 3, and then do yourself a favor and do 5 or 6 rounds. On the 6th round, my whole body is tingling, my frontal lobe is fired up, I'm getting all these great ideas, I feel really vital and really gritty. And after that, I can go take a cold shower, no problem at all. And that is so good for your immune system. So this Wim Hof breathing really fortifies your immunity. So if you're worried about getting sick, or if you are sick, you can speed up your healing, you can build your immune system it is just crazy how great it is. Now, not lastly, I probably have 10 more things to say. This is my latest and greatest. I am downloading so much or getting so much clarity, whatever you want to call it, when I'm doing this Wim Hof combo breathing with the Joe Dispenza contraction of the core, of the root, and pulling it up to the brain. I'm coming up with so many ideas that I cannot even keep up with myself. So I keep a journal right next to my Wim Hof session. And even while I'm holding my breath, while I'm thinking of something, I'm writing down my ideas that come through. I'm coming up with so many fun things that I'm working on. I can't even wait to share with you. So let's see. Okay, so if you are, well, I think this is a feminine energy, but whether or not it's masculine or feminine is not really the point. One of the things that I'm starting to notice as I go into the 5th and the 6th round of breathing, I'm starting to feel my spine shift, and I can feel my hips opening up, and I'm really starting to move. I'm feeling the nerves start to fire down the limbs, and I'm feeling my chest open, and then my back naturally begins to arch. So if you are a woman and you are conditioned in the patriarchy, there's a lot of stiffness and there's not a lot of fluid motion. So what I'm starting to notice as I'm doing this Wim Hofing is more fluidity, more motion, and then my skin begins to tingle, and I'm really starting to feel this new level of sensuality and grace and elegance. And so that is why I felt inspired really to encourage any of you who are women who find Wim Hof and you want to make it your own and not feel like you're doing it out of this very masculine kind of energy. Because femininity is as strong, if not more so, than masculinity, in my opinion, because we can tap into the emotional field in a way because we're emotional creatures. And this work, the Wim Hofing, the Joe Dispenza meditations, the consistent tiny habits that I've been doing, these are all adding up to feeling a more fortified, stronger vitality. And I just want to encourage you to be getting your Wim Hof on, and encourage you that if you think that you can't handle a cold shower, trust me, I was the wimpiest. I had to have every creature comfort, and I'm feeling like I can handle more now because I am training myself to be a little bit more gritty. So can you be feminine and gritty at the same time? Yes, you can. I love that hashtag grit and grace. And I hope that if you are watching or listening to this, that you will give it a thumbs up and that you will share it with other people who are totally down with biohacking life to optimize for feeling the most energy rich and the most fully expressed you possibly can. So thanks for following along and sharing. And I hope your day is amazing, and go and live your best life.